Welcome back to the shed. Tonight we're going to do something kind of fun. We are going to be using an antique skiver. Pretty awesome. Oh, this thing weighs a few pounds. All right, so give me a moment. Let's get this set up, and we'll show you how our grandfathers used to use this machine. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Just a sec. Okay, so first of all, this is an antique skiver that I got from Habitat for Humanity here in Lindsay via my good friend Brandon Scott from Algonquin Leatherworks. I'll put a link to him in the description here. So I just want to show you around this thing and how it works, because it's actually really really neat. So here, this piece here is the blade, and so when you undo this nut and this old bolt top here, it can come off and you can sharpen it. And this dial here is what raises and lowers it. So as you go around, see how there's this groove here, that changes the height of that roller underneath there. Okay. And then also you can see there's a dial on there. So that's giving us an idea of, so it's got some numbers on here, and I think it might be the ounce sizes, because that's going all the way up to 12 here and all the way down to 1 here, but like that's all the way open. Then the 12 is all the way up, so maybe it's like I really don't know what it's supposed to signify, to be perfectly honest with you. If anyone is watching this and has ever seen this particular style of skiving machine before, then let me know. I'd love to know. This is the kind of thing that I love, old tools. This is something that was meant to be used and to be loved, and it's just simply like every time I use this thing, I'm using a piece of living history, and I find that truly amazing, truly fascinating. Like this, I have honestly no idea how old this thing. It could be 100 years old. It could be 20 years, like 30 years old. Really don't know. I still need to figure out a little more about how to, like, what some of these things do. I'm sure there's somebody knowledgeable on what some of these handles are doing, or if it's missing pieces or something like that. But anyway, here's what we're going to be doing with it. I have a Tandy trifold wallet template, and I've got this scrap piece of buffalo leather. I believe this is probably about, I want to say, maybe 3 ounces. So I want to make myself a new wallet, and I'm going to use our new old skiver in order to thin this down a little bit. So, this will be fun. Alright, I'll see you in a second. Alright, so here's what I have done. I took my template, this acrylic template from Tandy, and I traced all the pieces out onto my leather. What I've done is I've arranged them in strips so that I can pull them through the skiving machine here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set it first to its wide open, like as wide open as I can get it. And then I'm going to put this leather through from under here Okay. And now, okay, yep. So feed this in through from under here, and I'm going to make sure that the first piece of my template is past this bar here, and then this handle, I'm going to turn it until it's about as snug as it can go, and back it off just a little bit, because now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the leather through from underneath. Now, I need to loosen it up a little bit so I can get my thumbs, here we are, so I can get a good grip on it from here. Tighten it up, and then, let's loosen this just a hair. We're just going to go and pull. Okay, come on. Grab this here and give her a good pull. Whoa! That did not go as I was expecting. Alright then. Well, let's try on this piece. You know what? Maybe this particular leather is already thin enough to make a wallet out of. Maybe I don't need to skive it down any further. But you know what I could do? I want to make a new wrist strap for my watch. Here we go. So this is some vegetable tan leather from my scrap bin. I've got some tape on the back of it. So this vegetable tan leather, I have dyed it brown and then sealed it with some Resolene. Come on, off we go. Okay, so I got brown. This will definitely be long enough for me to make a watch strap out of. And this, I can likely feed through here and skive it down. So, let's see here. If I feed it up through here. Okay. There we go. And so there is how thick it is at the start. And there, it's definitely getting thinner. I think maybe that buffalo leather, between being already pretty thin and maybe just the wrong kind of leather, but this seems to be going pretty well. Yeah, we're definitely cutting down. Okay. So, I think I am going to enjoy using this thing, because you see how, like, I'm shaving strips off of this? Now that is definitely thin enough for me to use in a wallet or in a watch strap. So yeah, that's the ticket then. I'm not going to try and thin down this stuff. I'll try and thin down this stuff. And yeah, that would make a good. That's still got some stretch to it. That would be pretty good for making some wallets out of. So, if you're ever at an antique market or something and you happen to see like this at a yard sale, don't let the rust confuse you. This thing, I think this thing has a pretty bright future around here. So anyway, thank you very much for joining me here in the shed tonight, and safe travels. Take it easy.